Number 59 is the final step of your bag. After you have finished putting your end pieces on, you are going to be checking to make sure that everything is good with your bag before you turn it into the teacher. You are going to check to make sure that you don't have any loose threads or thread tails hanging off. So start with it inside out and look at all of the places that you have sewn and make sure you don't see any thread tails that you can cut off anywhere from where you were sewing. Okay, if you do see some, take your scissors or your shears and cut right next to the threads to get rid of them. Okay, so you're going to inspect the whole inside of your bag, including the webbing and the end pieces. Okay. Once you know that there's none on the inside, then you're going to flip it so it's right side out. And then you're going to check the whole outside for thread tails. Now I've done a pretty good job at cutting them off as I go, so I don't see too many left, but if I see any, I'm going to get rid of them. Okay, so I'm looking on the webbing, I'm looking on my pocket, I'm looking on my handle grips. Okay. Then I'm going to look on my end pieces to make sure there aren't any sticking out here. Now from when you did your basting stitch and when you fixed it, you might still be able to see some threads from the outside. So if you can, make sure you get rid of all of those before you turn in your bag. And here's one here. So you're just inspecting the entire bag before turning it in. Okay. Once I know that there aren't any thread tails left, then I'm going to check for any holes. Okay, especially on the end pieces, I want to make sure there aren't any holes. So I'm going to actually put my hand inside of the bag and move my hand around the outside edge to see if I can have any spots where it's not fully sewn, where my finger will poke through. So I'm checking to make sure there aren't any there. The ends are the most common place for holes, so make sure that those are good. Okay, then you're going to check over the rest of your bag. If you see any tears or holes, you need to repair those before you can turn this in. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is check to see if you have any markings on your bag from chalk. You can use a damp cloth to get rid of the markings, so if you see anywhere where you still see chalk, you're just going to wipe off the chalk marks with the towel so that they're not going to be on the outside of your bag anymore. Okay, you might have some markings on the inside of your bag from when you labeled stuff, and you can wipe those off too. Okay, so try to get rid of any markings on your bag. I can still see my word end here, so I'm just going to wipe it off so you can't see it anymore. Okay, if you can see the X's you drew, you can wipe those off. Okay, so I don't have any markings left. Okay. I'm also going to check to make sure that my shoulder strap is going to be attached. So I'm going to flip it back right side out. I checked for loose threads, cuts, tears, got rid of all my markings. Now I'm going to clip my shoulder strap onto my bag. And I'm going to know that my bag looks the best that it can possibly look before I turn it in. Okay. Before you turn it in, the last thing you have to do is finish your grading. So you are going to grade yourself all the way through to the end, including the final appearance, what you just did, making sure that this looks nice. Your project management, so if you were able to keep track of all of your things, if you put your things away at the end of the hour, your safety, if you were being safe in class, and your use of time, if you were always on task. Okay, you're going to grade yourself on the rest of your grading sheet. You put your grading sheet into your duffel bag. You're going to zip it closed, and then you're going to turn your duffel bag into the teacher.